Hi, this is Carin Camen, and you are listening and watching to the video series, The Hats That I Wear. This is where I break down an internet technology project to the different roles that occur inside of this project and break it down to give you greater clarity and insight. So today we are going to talk about iconography. This is an extension to the information architecture module that was done just prior. So if you haven't listened to that one, I would definitely recommend it. So what is iconography? Iconography is if an icon provides a clear path for you to follow, and you'll see some examples here. So this is enterprise, government regulations, consulting. So then UX and UI designer implemented the study of symbol and words. Sometimes information architecture is really complex, especially in like the health and insurance areas. And what it is there is so much, there is so much information, and it's hard to be able to place that information so that it's quickly and easily accessible. You can't always do it just through navigation. So what we end up doing is we end up studying symbols, words, charts, all of those type of artifacts to give you a visual path in order for you to take a stepping stone. So a picture speaks 1,000 words. In order to do, instead of doing, there's ways of doing like word links. I personally don't recommend word links, because when you've got this big long page and this long paragraph of information, we're all skimmers. That's just the reality of what this fast-paced information world is we just quickly, our eyes just quickly skim down a page. And it is so easy to miss a word link in the middle of a paragraph or in the middle of a page. Whereas if you have a symbol or an icon, that is more easily recognized. And if the image of the icon is resonating with the user and they are saying, this is exactly where I would go to find this information, that creates a step. And, click, I get this information here. So I always recommend the use of iconography, but testing and user observation has to occur to make sure that the icon is something that is going to be easily recognized and resonated with that, attaching it to that information. It goes in even more in depth to that. It goes into company branding, because the company has its specific style. So now you are having to merge. This is what the user thinks. This is what company branding is wanting to have. Theirs, is that compatible? Is that going to be compatible? Can we create an icon that resonates with the user and create it in a manner that maintains the company brand? And unfortunately, I have seen where research was done, massive amount of dollars was spent in order to find that information about the user. Recommendations were made. Examples of the icons that would need to be implemented based on research was done. And when it got handed to UX design, egos got in the way. That wasn't their particular style. That wasn't the direction that they were wanting to take the company. And therefore, they disregarded the massive amount of dollars spent by the company for this professional company to come in and provide that information and pretty much just did it the way they wanted to. And I saw what was recommended after being paid an extremely handsome amount of money to give the company the very best recommendation based on data. And I saw the launch of the updated new approved site, which basically was, I mean, it wasn't anywhere near what the recommendation was. And when you can look at the new site and you can go, wow, that's really awesome, because yes, you know what, you're right, it is better than what it was, but you don't have the information of what was recommended. Because if you looked at what was recommended and what's there, you would look at the two and you'd go, oh my gosh, what they just launched, what they just went and spent, the company just spent, thousands and tens of thousands of dollars to do, it is so dated. It is already dated from day one launch, because egos got in the way. And that becomes a real big challenge when you are going out and you're paying for the expertise. You got to have everybody on board. You've got to have everybody on board, because it's important to be able to, when you launch something, to be able to have it be cutting edge, looking at the top of the edge for multiple years, so that you're not having to go through and keep putting out those costs. And so iconography is so important to the end user. But as with everything, I look at all the users, and all the users also include business. It also includes profitability. It also includes marketing. It also includes sales. Because again, yes, what was launched was improvement, but are they competitive? Are they visually competitive? And I will have to say, in this case, no, they are not. They're not visually competitive. They are still chasing that ball. So iconography, that is what it is about. It is a very technical, visual. So your left brain, right brain work is going on here. But it's really important because it can make or break a user experience. It can increase customer support. It can increase the amount of cost that the company is having to spend if it's not done right. Customer support could end up coming up. Sales could be decreased. You can end up having poor customer service reviews. All of those things. So iconography is a very important part of the IT project. This is Carin Camen. You know the drill. I'm not going to repeat it. I'd appreciate it if you would like, if you would also go and tag somebody and share. And we will see you on the next training module. Thank you.